Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Janelle. I post videos twice a week on Wednesdays and on Saturdays. As you can see, we have this flawless makeup base going on. Everything is sitting perfectly on the skin, nicely blended. I went in with a new contour product today and I was a little bit scared at first, but we moved past it. Everything worked out and you will see that in the actual video. So if you're liking the complexion, if you're liking how the skin is looking, just continue watching and we'll jump into the makeup. Okay guys, so today's makeup is just going to be my normal makeup routine. I want a perfected, a flawless makeup base. I'm going to show you how I'm going to achieve that. I may incorporate some new products into the routine. Hopefully it's not going to throw my makeup off, throw the whole rotation off. Alright, just mainly the product that I use to contour. I want to try something different today. I've already moisturized my skin, and today for moisturizer I went in with the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Face Lotion with Sunscreen. It's a renewing moisturizer with multivitamins and alpha hydroxy acid. I absolutely love this. It makes my skin feel juicy, nicely moisturized. I have oily skin, but you know, we still have to moisturize, and good makeup always starts with, you know, a perfect makeup base, the best base to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my skin now. For primer, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Lock Mattifying Primer. Alright guys, and make sure that you moisturize your skin. Your skin is nicely prepped, and make sure that you're going with a makeup primer, but I'm sure I don't need to tell you that. You're probably going with 5 moisturizers and 5 makeup primers, but hey ho, if that's what you do, that's what you do. Foundation is going to be a mix. I'm going to mix the Huda Beauty Luminous Matte, the FauxFilter foundation, with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte foundation. I absolutely love this combo. I love this combo. In the FauxFilter, I'm using the shade Cinnamon 440G, and in the L'Oreal, I'm using the shade 113 Brown Suede. Alright, and look at that finish. I just love those two foundations combined. The Huda Beauty gives a very luminous finish. It's a luminous matte, more matte than luminous. I don't like a foundation that's too luminous or dewy, and the L'Oreal Pro Matte just makes it dry down a little bit faster and gives me a more matte finish to the foundation. But look at that, skin looks nice and juicy, healthy, it's full coverage. I'm going to conceal using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, my favorite, in the shade Butterscotch. Alright, so I'm just going to let that sit on the skin and dry down. I find the concealer performs better when you let it dry down. It gives you more coverage and I find it doesn't blend all over the place, all over your face. It's easier to work with. I'm going to contour with something a little bit different today. I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer, and I am using this in the shade 445 Expresso. I usually go in with a Milani contour stick. So we're going to start small with this one. And hopefully the shade looks good. Hopefully it doesn't mess up my makeup. It's always so intimidating going in with new products, things that you have never tried before. I'm just going to go in and blend that out. I don't know how long it's going to take to dry down. Alright, so we are going to be extra sculpted today. Extra sculpted. I probably went in with a little bit too much. But we're just going to take our time and blend it out. And when I go over it, it might look a little bit harsh now. I like a very strong contour. But when I go over it with my powder, it's going to tone it down. And I'm just going to take the excess and run it around my forehead for a little bit of sculpting up there. Alright, so I wanted cheekbones, and I definitely have cheekbones. But as I said, I like this color. I'm comfortable with this color. It's going to be toned down when I go over it with my powder. So I always like to go in with a contour that's a little bit darker, something that's nice and rich, something that actually shows up and actually contours me. So I'm just going to blend out that concealer under my eye now. I'm just going to go in with a little bit more of that concealer. And that's how makeup goes. Sometimes you put the perfect amount on, and then sometimes you put on some, you blend it out, and you have to go in with some more. That's okay. Alright, to set that concealer down, I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Baking Powder. This one I use in the shade Banana Bread. Alright, and see how smooth the under eye looks? That Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder is no joke. Absolutely no joke. It's a baking powder and I love to bake with it. I don't know if people still bake, but I still bake. So I'm just going to do a light bake. Let's just call it a nice light microwave. Alright, nothing too crazy. I'm going to set down the bridge of my nose as well because I highlighted that area with the concealer. That we've done those steps and the face is coming along nicely, I'm going to set all over my face with the Juvia's Place I Am Magic setting powder. I use this in the shade Gobi. I just love the names of the Juvia's Place products. Sometimes they're hard to pronounce and I'm like, what is even this name? But yeah, I know a lot of the names are like places in Africa. So it's good that she incorporates those names into her brand. Alright, and you see how that is toning down that contour on the face. As a final step to set my foundation, I normally like to go in with a pressed powder. I find this gives me a very smooth, flawless finish. And to do that, I'm going in with the black Opal True Color Ultra Matte Foundation Powder in the shade 450 Medium Dark. So we're nicely mattified, but I have that nice moisturizer underneath. So my skin is not underneath the makeup suffering and fighting for dear life. I'm going to go in with my bronzer now. I'm going to go in with the Juvia's Place bronzer What's New. This is my hero product. I absolutely love it. I go in with the dark kit just to bring some warmth back to the skin. I just absolutely love this product. So just to shape my nose a little bit and to bring some dimension back to the center of my eye, because I find when I go in with my concealers, sometimes this area in my face can get lost. So I just went in with the bronzer to bring some shape back to that area. I'm just going to go over it with the powder brush, with whatever is left on the brush from when I powdered my face, when I set my foundation down, just to soften that area and make sure that everything is nicely blended. Alright, so we lost some of that bake while I was blending, so I just went in and just reapplied a little bit more of the Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder. I know you're saying it's a lot of powder, but trust me, by the time we sweep it away and we set it down, the makeup is going to be full coverage, it's going to be long lasting, and it's going to be flawless. So I did my brows off camera. I'm just going to press the bake in. And since the focus is going to be on complexion, and I don't want to look too over the top. For my last two videos, I gave you Christmas look. So I went in with the eyeshadow, but That's not the vibe for today. Alright, and complexion is looking good. For my lids, I'm going to prime my eyes with the Too Faced Butterscotch Concealer. For eyeshadow, I'm just going to go in with one color today. Keep it simple. I'm going to go into the OPV Beauty Spotlight palette. There's this nice terracotta shade called Glimmer, and I'm just going to work that all over the lid, just so that we have something on the eyes and the eyes don't look left out. And it's that simple with the eyeshadow. Some days it's just one eyeshadow look. This is very much an everyday wearable cute makeup look. Dare I even say a soft glam look. I'm just going to go in under the eye, in my lash line, and line with a dark brown pencil. I'm going to go in now with my bronzer and just go beneath where I would have lined the eyes. I'm going to go in with my blush now, and for blush I'm going to keep it very close to my skin tone. I'm going with a coral blush. This is the Palladio matte blush in the shade called Tipsy. Alright, and this blush is so pretty. It complements the eye nicely and it just ties everything together. Perfect. We love. Just to get rid of that powdery look and to make sure that I am nicely set, I am going in with the Maybelline Last and Fix Setting Spray. And I haven't forgotten my lashes. I have to put my lashes on, but I just wanted to set that blush down so that I could set my makeup. Alright guys, so lashes are on. I'm just going to move into my lips quickly. I'm going to line my lips with a MAC lip pencil in the shade called Night Moth. My pencil needs sharpening. Alright, for lipstick, I have this Revlon lipstick, and look at this packaging. It is so cute. This is the Super Lustrous lipstick. This is what the old packaging used to look like, and this is the new packaging. I have this in the shade called Hot Chocolate. right, a nice beautiful chocolate brown lip to tie the look in together. All right, so skin is all finished. Face is looking nice and flawless. Everything is well blended, and these are some of the products that I really enjoyed. I was a little bit scared when I first went in, and let me say this, with the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer as my contour. As I said, I do like the color because I like to go a little bit darker with my contour, because I know once I put my powders over the top, it's going to tone it down. And as you can still see, we still look nice and sculpted, and I have my bronzer over that contour. All right, so and I will say I went in with a little bit too much. So next time I'm going to go in with a little less product. A little goes a long way when using this concealer as a contour. All right, and I went in with the shade 445 Expresso. Apart from that, I like everything else. The combination of the Huda Beauty and the L'Oreal Infallible foundation gives such a beautiful finish. I absolutely love that foundation combination. I love the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer as well. And I do like this lip. I think this is one of my favorite chocolate brown lips. All right, it's not a matte finish, it's a lustrous lipstick, so I'm not going to put any gloss over the top. All right, so I hope you like the complexion, guys. It was all about the base, not too much about the eyeshadow, just making sure that my face is nice and flawless for the day. All right, so drop me a comment, let me know if you like the makeup, you know, if you enjoyed the video and you aren't subscribed, you know, as we always ask you guys to do. All right, please subscribe. It really does help the channel out when you do that. And if you're enjoying the videos, consider, you know, joining the family here in Makeup Land. All right, guys, so I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go get my day started, and I will see you in my next video. Until next time, be fabulous, have a fantastic week, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.